Good Friday to you, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sharice Gibson. As the election gets closer, a lot of eyes are on the sheriff's race. Now, most recently, comments from candidate Michelle Woodfork have sparked some debate on immigration policies in New Orleans, specifically her referencing New Orleans as a sanctuary city. Alyssa Curtis joining me now in studio to explain. Alyssa, break this down for us in regards to really how and if New Orleans can be seen as a sanctuary city.
Well, Sharice, according to state law, New Orleans cannot be a sanctuary city, but there are policies in place that limit the sheriff's office's compliance with ICE.
During a sheriff candidate forum this week, Michelle Woodfork said New Orleans is a sanctuary city.
We know New Orleans is a sanctuary city, and so we're looking out for those who are not from this country, and I think we have to treat them humanely.
And pretty quickly, Attorney General Liz Murrill chimed in. In a tweet, the AG said in part, quote, state law prohibits policies that obstruct or interfere with ICE. And there is a state law prohibiting sanctuary cities. In the 2024 regular legislative session, SB 208 by Senator Blake Miguez was passed. The bill, which is already in effect, prohibits sanctuary policies. But a federal consent decree is in place that mandates how and when the sheriff's office can comply with ICE. The 12-year-old consent decree blocks OPSO from investigating immigration violations or detaining immigrants for ICE unless there's a court order or they've been charged with a violent crime. So what is a sanctuary city? Well, according to immigration resources like the American Immigration Council and the Global Refuge, there is no official definition of a sanctuary city. But according to those sites, sanctuary cities have adopted policies intended to promote a greater level of trust between law enforcement and communities with large immigrant populations. According to Global Refuge, sanctuary policies don't mean local law enforcement hides undocumented immigrants from detention or protects them from deportation. During the candidate forum, Woodfork said if someone is arrested for a violent crime, ICE is contacted.
Now, we don't know exactly what Woodfork meant when she claimed New Orleans is a sanctuary city. I reached out with a request for interview, but have not yet heard back.
Yeah, if anything, we had a conversation about this a little bit earlier during our meeting. This gives us some clarification really on what being a sanctuary city really means. But now we have some new laws that went into effect recently, really today on immigration. So what does that new law do in regards to what we're talking about?
Yeah, well, that new state law says that interfering with federal immigration enforcement is against the law, and any public official who interferes with ICE can be charged with malfeasance in office. I do want to point out there was a hearing for that OPSO consent decree earlier this year where AG Murrill was trying to intervene. Her office tells me they're awaiting a ruling from a judge, but it'll be interesting to see how this new law may or may not affect that consent decree.
It could potentially have an impact on
Absolutely.
it. Really. All right, Alyssa, thank you so much.